Coach, how would you summarize the week of practice?
We had a really good week. I think the guys are learning how to prepare to get themselves ready to do the best they can in games, and every week seems to be getting a little better.
Did you imagine when the season started that the kicking situation would have as many twists and turns as it's had so far?
No, he just kind of dealt a bad hand. This isn't like the NFL where you can go pick up somebody new. Most teams only have one scholarship kicker. We're the same. We have a bunch of other guys, and they've done a pretty good job, but it's not a situation you want to be in. So hopefully we'll be through it soon and can put it all in our rearview mirror.
The guy that you added to the roster, is he a guy that you'll think about traveling with, or is he sort of getting out?
No, I think we're just kind of, Matt Waldock is his name. Really good kid. He's a Cubs fan, so I like him. He's got a big leg. I think he's been a soccer player, and he's officially on the team now. So, it's a little different, and he needs some work at it, but we'll see where he can develop too. I don't think he'll be on the trip this week.
With the travels rosters limits, how many kickers would you take given the situation?
Well, Pristup's done a good job stepping in and kicking kickoffs. Isaac's going to travel anyway. I think we're going to take Lane McCallum and then make a decision as we get closer to the game.
When you've gotten to see more of Illinois, what stands out to you about them on both sides?
I think they're an improved team. Obviously, their coaching staff knows what they're doing. Defensively, I think they plugged up some of the holes that we exploited last year. They're not giving up big plays like they did last year. They're better up front. I think the secondary looks faster. Offensively, they do some creative things. I think they got good players doing them. So I think they're an improved team, and I think we've gotten better. I think they've gotten better. So we'll see how the chips fall and see who's improved the most.
With the chances your defense has been able to take this year in creating turnovers and things like that, how much does the improved run defense open things up for those guys to take chances?
Yeah, we talk about turnovers all the time. One of the keys to turnovers is getting people behind the sticks by stopping the run and making them do some other things. And there's more turnovers, obviously, on pass plays than there are run plays. So stopping the run is kind of the beginning point for all that. Running the ball on offense is kind of the beginning point for all that. So we need to do well at the line of scrimmage.
I think there's only been maybe 4 teams in the country that have defended more plays than you have so far. Is that a sustainable rate, or does it need to balance out?
Yeah, it's been higher than I want it to be. Part of it's been good with the big plays. Part of it's been bad with lack of execution and having quick drives on offense. So we need to find a balance there. Every team I've ever coached, the defense has to stop a lot of plays and has to be on the field quite a bit because of the nature of our offense. But I think it's been higher than we want right now.
How much better is your running game right now than it was maybe when you faced South Alabama?
I think it's improving. People discount and think it's coach speak maybe, but our goal is to be better than we were yesterday. And if you could take a step back from it, and I do as a coach, there's no doubt all last year we were improving, and I don't think there's any doubt we've improved every week this year. If we stay on that path, good things are going to happen. Not every time, not all the time, but as long as we keep improving, run game, pass game, anything, we're going to be happy with where we are.
Did Ramir show you enough in the last game to maybe give him a sense that he could play even more for you?
Yeah, I think Ramir's got a bright future. He's one of the speed guys that our offense needs. He's getting more and more familiar with the offense. He just needs to limit some mistakes in practice so we can trust him to be out there more, but he's definitely a guy that can do great things with the ball in his hands.
Is Jakeem Green likely headed for a redshirt season if you keep healthy up front, or what's the status?
Yeah, we're kind of evaluating that as we go. It depends on health and everything else. He's getting really close to being ready. He's got a ton of talent, so we're excited about him. I think if we can just play him in 4 and have 2 years left with him, I think that's the direction we'd like to go, but you never know how the season's going to unfold.
Have you guys found a home for that last scholarship, or is that still something you guys are
We'll probably address that next week.
Scott, Nebraska, Oklahoma, and Notre Dame are all going for win number 900 this week. With the college football 150 celebration and every kind of different thing you guys have done, and the big scope of college football this year, does that give you maybe any more unique perspective on Nebraska's place in that big picture?
Yeah, that's the first time I heard that. But Nebraska belongs in conversation with those type of schools. We're doing everything we can to get ourselves to that level again. Every school's kind of going through downturns. All those blue bloods have gone through downturns. You know, I look at Oklahoma, and when I was in school, we beat them bad, and they weren't as good a team. Then they got the right people back in there with Coach Stoops and Coach Riley, and Oklahoma's humming again. So that's what we want to try to accomplish. We're on our way to that. But it's great to be in the conversation with all the schools that are at the top of the wins list in college football.
Was there any talk last week about potentially getting Luke a series if it would have played out that way, or is he next up when you get a chance to put a second quarterback?
We'd like to get Luke McCaffrey some run in one of these games if we ever get in a situation that we can. I feel great about Noah Vedral right now. He's practicing at a really high level. I think he could come in and win games for us. It'd be great to get Luke a little time too. Obviously the plan is to redshirt him, but I'd like to see him get his feet wet this year.
I want to ask this the right way. Are there things that Noah does pretty darn well that even Adrian can learn from?
Yeah, I think so. You know, anytime you think you're the best you can possibly be, that's when you stop growing. And as a coach, if you think you know everything, that's when you get stale and you stop growing. Everybody has their strengths. Noah runs and operates our offense really well. The tempo is great with Noah in there. The decisions are crisp. A lot of that has to do with his time in our offense. You know, this is his third year running this, and he's as familiar with it as anybody. So all those guys should be learning from each other, and they're good friends, so I know there's a healthy competition and a friendship.
Is his throwing where he's made the most improvement, or where have you seen him make the most growth?
His arm's gotten a lot stronger since he first came to us. His accuracy's better. I think he's faster. I think he's stronger. Noah Vedral's a good quarterback.
Just got a little off topic, but Dave Ellis coming back here, how's that gone for you guys so far?
It's going great. You know, all these pieces have to come together. When I was playing at Nebraska, I think the thing that Nebraska did better than anybody else in the country is we developed people. Regardless of how talented a kid was when they came in, by the time they left, they were maxed out because we had the right academic support, the right life skills support, the right strength and conditioning, the right nutrition. And Nebraska did everything they could for players to make them the best they could be on and off the field. We got a lot of the right people in place now to make sure that we're at the top of college football in that area. And I think the development that I've seen from the players is a great start toward getting where we want to get.
We saw both Cam and Brendan at least involved to some degree this week. Was it good to seemingly avoid serious problems with those guys?
Good try. I know you got to ask, that's your job, but my job is to protect the kids, and we're just not going to talk about it.
Coach, you've had 2 road trips. Have you seen the difference in the growth of your team as they traveled on the road?
Yeah, we played well on the road. We got to learn how to finish one, and hopefully we're in a position where we have a chance to do that. We got to earn the right to have that position. You know, Illinois is going to be ready for us, but you know, we're not running from that. I want our kids to understand that that's a challenge, that we haven't won one on the road yet in a year and a game. So I think the kids are excited to go prove something to themselves and to everybody else.
Hey, Scott, this weekend you're getting inducted to the Nebraska High School Hall of Fame with your dad. For you and your family, is that a pretty special moment?
It's special for me that I'm going in with my father. You know, I'm lucky. I had 2 unbelievable parents, and they were both great athletes, and so they gave me some pretty good genes. But more than that, what they taught me and poured into me, the characteristics that they made sure that I had, with work ethic and perseverance and all those things, I learned from Dad and Mom. And Dad was a special athlete too. Mom gets a lot of attention. Dad was a special athlete too. He was fast and had a lot of records in 8-man football. And then they both spent their life trying to help young people as high school coaches. So it's an honor for me to go in, but it's even more special to go in with Dad.